It's been a long time since I've been on here, but just want to talk real quick about we all are great in our own way. Every one of us, we all got gifts and talents and intelligence. And everyone has something within that can be brought out that can be done like no one else can do it. Everyone has that. Everyone has their own lane. You know, God puts us all down here for a purpose. Everything around us is down here for a purpose. So everyone's great. It just takes some digging to know find find what your lane is. I'm a little rusty. I haven't been on here in so long. It's been a minute, so kind of shaking up. But I get back to it. You know how I do. I always come back here and try to uplift and inspire and give a word. And I might get on the negative side some days and touch on different messed up stuff that's going on in the world. But for the most part, I try to push a lot of positivity too. Everyone's great, man. Everyone's great in their own way. Everyone has something special within them that can be brought out to the world that somebody else can get influenced by. I believe in that. Most definitely, I really do believe in that. And it be the people that you least expect. That's the great ones. It's always the ones people least expect to be the greatest ones. You know. But I remember watching a documentary. It was Marilyn Manson. I'm not really promoting that type of music because we all know that industry is satanic as hell. But Marilyn Manson's pretty dope. He's got a lot of good messages outside of the dark messages that but it's a lot of eye-opening stuff that he's putting out in that music. And I watched a documentary where he was it wasn't a documentary. I think it was he was on a show like something like Maury or something like that. And the parents and the audience was like, why is your son doing this type of music? And this is not good type of music to be putting out. This should be banned. They was saying he was weird and he's a freak and all this. Just telling him that on the show and stuff. And without them knowing that he was gonna blow up, boom. And Tupac was on a show like that too. That people was kind of downgrading him and stuff. Man. They didn't know he was gonna hit like that. It's always the ones people least expect to be the greatest ones. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other musicians and celebrities and people that came up in the industry and things that people thought they wasn't gonna make it. Even though we all know those ones sold to get, but they did put in the groundwork before they put their name on a dotted line. Some people didn't. Some people had it inherent. You got people in that industry that pulled them in. So it's just. But we ain't gonna speak on that industry. I'll speak on that another day. But outside the industry, there's a lot of people that's underground. There's a lot of people that's not mainstream. That's not that don't want to be, but they're very great at what they do. Making beats, cutting hair, cooking, writing, whatever. Making music. Exercise classes, YouTube influencer. There's people that's not mainstream, but they're great at what they do. They don't have the celebrity status. They don't need it. They don't look for it. They don't need the validation. They rather just stay in the background and be low key and get paid off what they love doing and make a steady income and be satisfied with what they get and live a simple lifestyle. Content. And they're very great at what they do. And a lot of times it's the ones that people don't expect that's gonna be great in life. So I thought I'd just pass through and drop those little jewels, I guess, man. Yeah.